A lot of people like Jamie wanted to pretend they cared. Really, they only hopped on because they were interested in something that some web sleuth they're interested in posted up. But are any of these people helping me to share the evidence? No, they're not. Are any of them looking at it? No, they're not. They cared enough to get involved. They had kids when they got involved. The problem is that they're primarily involved in wasting my time, wasting my resources, telling me what to do and what to think and what to feel. And then, of course, pity them, pity them, pity them. Oh, poor them, they can't because of this, they can't because of that. Well, whatever reason it is that you got, is it a reason or is it an excuse? And that comes down to whether or not you come forward about it. Why would you get to me and pretend like you want to be friends with me if you ain't never going to come forward about it? And look how many people, when I asked them to leave, wanted to throw tantrums and show exactly what their intent was. They never intended on helping me. And the mean things that they type and say to me, hell, I'll say in public. I already know what to expect out of literally anybody who pretends like they're going to help me. They're going to type that they're going to help, they want to help. I start telling them what it is that I need them to do. They're too busy telling me what to think and what to feel. So I ask them, hey, please let me speak. I'm the victim here, not you. A lot of people interrupt me with everything I'm telling them. And then when I say, hey, could it be my turn to speak? No, Sean, it's not your turn to speak. I've been letting you speak. No, you haven't. You've been interrupting me, talking over me, downplaying everything that I say. No, that is not okay. Is this how Jaime Hathaway would deal with the situation if it was her son or daughter going through this? No, this is what bored housewives do for entertainment. The world over. I get treated like I'm making it up when I say there was 94,000 views on just one video before Natalie was killed. But guess what? I look back at it, it's only 93,000. Does that make me a liar? No, it means I was incorrect. I was off by 1,000. Oh God, I must be a horrible liar. I must be delusional for thinking that there was 94,000 views instead of 93,000. Oh God, I must be a horrible, horrible, satanic, blah, 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 blah. You have no idea. I've been called about every name in the book, and you know what? I give it back. You don't like it? You don't like it when a disabled person does that? But you're fine with people doing that to a disabled person? You don't like it when a man does that? But you're fine with people doing it to a man? You don't like being treated that way. I know you don't like being treated that way. You know you don't like being treated that way. But then you're going to tell me that I just need to let it go. I'm treated like that everywhere. I'm not a person. If it was a woman that this happened to, people would help right away. And Natalie showed that all a woman has to do is pretend. then again, we've taught every woman in America to be like this. A man cannot get a fair day in court, especially if he's homeless, especially if he's disabled. People are not going to listen to my disabilities to understand them or how they affect me. They're going to talk over me and not listen and not understand. If they understood, they'd stop interrupting me to tell me they understand. You get how frustrating that is. You care how frustrating that is. Then I'm supposed to care every time somebody's friend or relative dies. My friends and relatives die a lot more frequently because I know a lot more people. There's the whole, oh, well, you should stay off of Facebook. You should stay off of YouTube. No, I shouldn't. I don't have any friends, okay? I have no friends helping me with these things. I have friends who promise to help me how I need, and then they want to change the deal over and over and over again to whatever makes it okay for them to do absolutely nothing, to procrastinate, to waste time. And once they've lied to me enough, then eventually they go, oh, well, why don't you just let it go? Because I can't. I can't take care of myself. And the reputation created for me is used against me everywhere I go. I am harmed everywhere I go by law enforcement who are complacent. They don't care about the homeless. And then we got people like Jaime Hathaway who wants to stick her nose in where it don't belong. And then type a bunch of BS. And then the police do nothing to actually help, do they? Ever. I don't just expose the police. I expose all of you. How you treat people who are different. How you treat males. How you treat the homeless. How you treat the disabled. Being a male in this country. Look at BLM. Look at that stupid shit. It's illegal to be a male in this country. That's why 96% of those killed by police every year are men. 96%, bud. That is pretty significant. Is it because men are more violent than women? No, statistics show that men are not more violent than women. Just because a man can hit you harder doesn't mean that every man can hit you harder. And is it okay for you to hit somebody just because they can hit you harder? Does that make it okay for you to hit them? My friends and family blew me off for a whole year before Natalie died. Gave empty promises and kept on changing the deal. Oh, Sean, I was busy. Yeah, you were busy playing video games. You promised to help me, and then you want me to do a bunch of stuff for you. If I do that stuff, then you'll help me. And then I do the stuff that you ask me to, and you still don't help me. Well, guess what? A lot of people, the promised they would help me before Natalie died. It was always playing let's make a deal. The problem is that none of you care. Yeah, these things are illegal to do to people. But you don't care about the homeless. You're all Jaime Hathaways. Do you listen to understand? No, none of you do. There isn't a single woman in the United States who's going to listen to actually understand. We've taught them all not to. And unfortunately, half of the workforce and the primary workforce that I have to deal with are women who are all sexist here in this country. Jaime Hathaway's pretty words were just pretty words. Had I been somebody that she actually cared about, she wouldn't have played stupid. And that goes for every one of these people who pretended to care. What does it take to turn in predators? Yeah, that's what I needed help with, stupids. Y'all want to tell me housing. Did you help me when I got housing? No, you didn't. You ignored me. You want to tell me pretty words, how to think and how to feel. Hey, how about stop blowing me off? How about stop lying to me? That's pretty simple. Thank goodness Miss Jaime Hathaway decided to leave, and rightly so. But that's not going to stop me from showing it. That's just going to stop me from telling her to go away over and over and over again. I don't need your pretty words. Don't lie to me. When somebody is going through hell, they're in a state of crisis, and you can blow them off. You can literally talk over everything that they say, type over everything they say. You literally don't hear a word that's coming out of my mouth, ever. And then you telling me it's my fault. It's my fault that you ignored me all that time because I eventually got pissed off at you. Hey, stop being a lying POS. Look at how many women have seen fit as to victimize the hell out of me because you don't care. Women, primary. Those are my primary predators. Women. Most of the men who have harmed me have done so over women. Women who got busted lying and playing head games. And then they don't want anybody to know they got busted lying and playing head games. A woman will lie to your face and tell you she cares for years. And ain't none of you doing a thing about it. None of you are doing a thing about the fact that we are not treated as equals. Men are not treated as equals by the police. We're not treated as equals by the courts. We are certainly not treated ever as if we are equals by women. If a woman pretends that she was harmed, she expects people to drop what they're doing right now. But she's never going to lift a finger to help a man. No, it's her job to tell him what to do and what to think and what to feel and tell me he's a misogynist because he was born with a penis. Woohoo! Don't BS me, stupid. I'm smarter than you are.